Thank you for coming back to my channel. This is a follow-up video about the MTFHR gene mutation. I've had quite a few posts lately and also videos, and I had many people responding to it and also asking me about the MTFHR gene test from 10x Health. We're going to get to this, but first let me explain why it is so important to know if you have this gene mutation. When you have this gene mutation, your body has a hard time converting nutrients in its usable form. As an example, to make it easier to explain, if I take crude oil out of the ground and I put it into my car, the car doesn't run. The car can do nothing with it. It has to be refined. And it's the same with the nutrients. When we eat, they need to be converted in its usable form so the body can take that and so that we can function. Now, the MTFHR gene is responsible for this conversion to happen. And if you have this mutation, you cannot convert. As an example, folic acid. Folic acid is sprayed on all the fortified foods, which includes, enriched rice, pretty much all the grains and, bread and pasta and cereals and orange juice, unless if it says organic. Then you might be safe, but I wouldn't be that sure about that. So now you consume, folic acid on a daily basis, and you have this gene mutation, and you cannot convert those essential nutrients. And even if you take it in supplement form, you cannot convert it, and now you're missing nutrients. You have a deficiency in some of the most important nutrients we need for DNA methylation. And some of the side effects, are very common. Heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, high homocysteine level, which, by the way, is a great indicator if you check your blood test. Some of the cancer, dementia, headaches, depression, anxiety, addiction, autism, infertility, weight gain, diabetes, autoimmune diseases, and the list goes on and on. Now, when we have any of these or a few of these, right, and we go to the doctor, they just label you with, a disease. Okay, well, you have ADHD, no worries, here's Adderall, all right, see you, bye. Okay, well, that doesn't really help you at all, it just makes it worse. Now, there's an easy way to find out if you have this gene mutation. And remember, 44% of the world's population have this gene mutation. So there's a 50-50 chance that you or anybody you know has that gene mutation. And if that's the case, you will have some, or if not all, of these conditions or diseases, which are very common actually. And when we go to the doctor, they just give us drugs for it. Now, once you know that you have that test, we teamed up at Arizona Nutritionists. We teamed up with 10x Health, with Gary Brecker and Grant Cardone, because we share the same interest in the same method of treating patients and clients, and that's why I teamed up with them. And they also offer that genetic test, which you can do. The link is in the comment section if you want to check it out. It's $600, and yes, it might sound a lot, but you spend that once in your lifetime and never again. And after if you have it or not, you will never have to guess whether you can eat this or you can eat that, or that supplement is good for you, or that was, and the list goes on. I think you get the point. So, as an example, even supplements, if you think you're doing something good to the body and you eat, take synthetic supplements, such as, some of the very common B vitamins, right? Did you know that B12, look at your supplement at home. If it says it's made out of cyanocobalamin, it's literally made out of cyanide. And yes, I'm talking about the same cyanide that we make, chemical weapons from. And we make B vitamin out of this. Okay, I mean, we can go on and on, with this, but also, one of the major side effects is, and you can probably see that, with your children, if you have a hard time getting your kid, in school in the morning after they consume cereal or pasta or orange juice, and it's fortified, and they have the gene mutation, ask yourself, do they have a hard time concentrating? They're all over the place, you just can't get them to school? Well, then maybe you should do that test and find out if he has that condition. Because otherwise they just give your kids, drugs, Adderall or, Ritalin. And also, did you know, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but did you know that Monsanto, which by the way is spraying the folic acid on all the fortified foods, they also make Adderall and Ritalin? How convenient. There's an old saying, create the problem, get the reaction, and offer the solution. I'm not saying nothing, but you be the judge. And so this is what you have to do if you really want to find out, if you have this mutation and if you want to have a healthy life and you want to optimize your body. Trust me when I tell you, if you've seen some of Gary Brecka's video, he helped Dana White, Joe Rogan, and many other celebrities, and listen to them. It changed their life. I've done it, on many clients, and it's amazing how fast they improve. Just after like a few days, they can already feel improvements. After like a week or two, they feel 50% better. And after 2-3 months, they feel like a newborn. And I'm not just saying that. They literally feel amazing. And I told them, it's like, look, this is how you're supposed to feel. That is how we are supposed to feel. That what is considered normal. But we're so conditioned and brainwashed that when we have any of those, ADD, addiction, autism, strokes, to go to the doctor and they just give us drugs, and it doesn't help. And that's why we have an epidemic of all these diseases. So why not just spending $600 on that once in your lifetime gene test to find out if you or your kid have that, and then you will never have to guess. Then you know exactly what your body can convert and what it cannot convert. Therefore, you know which foods to eat, which foods not to eat, and even more important, which supplement you can take and you have to stay away. Because if you eat those synthetic supplements, right? Like we just said, the B12 made out of cyanocobalamin, or a B9 made of folic acid instead of methylfolate, your body cannot convert it. So you're wasting it, and the body will have nutrient deficiency, and you will eventually get some of those diseases we mentioned a minute ago. And so if you're not a big fan of taking drugs and making big pharma richer, then you should take your health in your own hands and do something about it. Because no doctor will ever offer you a genetic test if you come in because of Hashimoto, or high blood pressure. They just give you drugs to suppress the symptoms, but they will never go down to the root cause and find out why do you have it. No, because it will take too much time, and genetic testing, they don't do the genetic testing for high blood pressure or like high homocysteine level. It's not going to happen. They just give you, drugs to suppress it. And if you know the story with Dana White, and Gary Brecka, perfect example. And so I'm proud to announce that at Arizona Nutritionists, we teamed up with 10x Health, and we offer those methylated supplements, all the other treatments, and also the genetic testing, And again, it's a one-time, you spend that once in your lifetime, and you can optimize your health like you have never felt before. Trust me on that. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave the link in the comment section and also in my bio. Click on it and learn more about it. And let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.